So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the recent Ramon Magsaysay Award 2025. So generally, this is a very famous award. I'm sure you must be aware. And since childhood, you must have read about it in your GK classes, etc. This award is actually announced every year. But this time, that is in 2025, it has become important because one Indian organization or Indian NGO, I would say, has got this award. So it becomes even more important. Okay. So we are going to discuss about that. Plus, in the second half of the portion of the class, we will discuss about another award called as Equator Prize, which is given by the UNDP. So we'll discuss that as well. So let us begin with today's class. So we are going to discuss about the Ramon Magsaysay Award 2025. So let us begin. So I'll be asking the questions also, and if you know the answer, you can write it in the live chat because this will help you remember things. So the question is, the Ramon Magsaysay Award is a very famous award which is actually awarded by which country? Your options are Japan, Philippines, South Korea, or USA. So if you know the answer, please write in the chat. I'll be very happy to know that, yes, you all are knowing it. So the right answer actually is, it's actually very famous, Philippines, which is a country in Southeast Asia. And its capital is Manila. Okay. So I'll add some more information, which will be helpful for you in the future. That in Manila, there is a very famous bank that is headquartered, and the name of the bank is Asian Development Bank. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. Okay, so let me show. So where is India? So this region is called as Southeast Asia. I'm sure you must be aware. And I'm sure they have formed a grouping also called as ASEAN, Association for Southeast Asian Nation, right? And here is Philippines. And the capital of Philippines is Manila. So the Philippines is the country which gives Ramon Magsaysay Award 2025. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. Now, the next question is, Ramon Magsaysay was a what? A very famous scientist from Philippines, former president of Philippines, former prime minister of Philippines, former chief justice of Philippines. If you know the answer, please answer me in the live chat. So actually, the right answer to this question is, he has served as the earlier he has served as the president of Philippines, and in his name or in his memory, Ramon Magsaysay Award is given. Okay, so B is the right answer to this question. Okay, now the next question is again a very interesting question. That Ramon Magsaysay was the president of Philippines between which period? 1991 to 2000, 1953 to 57, 1943 to 1971, 1976 to 1981. So the right answer to this question actually is 1953 to 1957. B is the right answer to this question. And I'm sure you must be aware. So December 1953 to 17th March 1957. So his tenure was not very long, hardly 4 years, even less than 4 years, you can see. So hardly 3.5 years. And in 1957, actually, he died in an aircraft crash. That is what you should be knowing about. Okay, he has served as president of Philippines from 1953 to 57, December 1953 to March 1957. Then Secretary of National Defense. Okay, these are the tenures. Member of House of Representatives, etc. and all. So no need to go very much in detail, but just have an idea that he was the former president of Philippines. And actually, he unfortunately died in a plane crash. So he had gone from Manila, which is the capital of Philippines, to Cebu City to address some colleges. And after returning back from those colleges, actually he took the flight. So just when he took the flight from Cebu, his plane actually went missing. So basically here is, you can see, so this is Manila and this is Cebu city. So from Manila, which is the capital, he had gone to Cebu for, giving some speech regarding in university. So when he was coming back somewhere here, actually the plane went missing, and finally it was found that the plane has crashed. So that is what you should be knowing about. Now let's talk something about the Ramon Magsaysay Award. So in which year the Ramon Magsaysay Award was established? 1953, 1957, 1951, 1968. What is the right answer to this question? The right answer is 1957. So in the year when he died, in the same year, in his name, this award was actually set up, 1957. And the first award was actually given in the year 1958. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. So now let's move on. So it was set up in 1957, but the first award was given in 1958. This has to be very crystal clear. So let's move on to the next one, the Ramon Magsaysay Award. Now you have to fill this. Okay, it is an annual award. Annual award means it is given every year. Established to perpetuate former President Ramon Magsaysay, example of integrity in governance, courageous service to people, pragmatic idealism within democratic society. The prize was established in April 1957 by the trustees of X based in New York with a concurrence of Philippines government. So basically Philippines government as well as this X both gives the award. This is a very famous foundation. You have to tell me the name of that. And that is why Ramon Magsaysay Award is also famously called as Nobel Prize of Asia. Very, very, very important. Or Asian Nobel Prize. So what is X? So Rockefeller Brothers Fund. This is X, what that I was asking. Okay. So basically this award, the Ramon Magsaysay Award, which is given every year, established in April 1957, and it is established by Rockefeller Brothers Fund from New York and Philippines government. So both together actually gives this award, and it is famously called as Nobel Prize of Asia. So these are the basic things you should be knowing. It was founded in New York City in 1940s and headquartered in New York. Let's move on to the next one. The Ramon Magsaysay Award 2025 is awarded for what? Outstanding journalism, outstanding public service, outstanding creative communication, arts, emergent leadership. Which of the following is correct? Dekho, earlier actually for all it was awarded, but now it is only awarded for the option D, the emergent leadership. The others are actually now these are not the criteria. Agar aap dekhoge, here it is. So basically it were used to be awarded for 6 categories. 5 were discontinued in 2009. So these 5 have been discontinued. Okay. And this is the only one which is now being given since 2001, emergent leadership. So this has to be crystal clear. Aap dekh sakte ho, 2000 till 2008 these awards were given. Now the next is, let's talk about 2025 winners. So which of the following NGO from India has got Ramon Magsaysay Award 2025 this year? Very, very, very important. This is the reason why I have scheduled the entire class, because you should be knowing about this. And there is one more reason that will come after a few minutes, after 5-10 minutes. That also is the reason. So this year, the NGO that has got the Ramon Magsaysay Award is Educate Girls. Very important. B is the right answer to this question. So aap dekh sakte ho, you can see NGO Educate Girls wins Ramon Magsaysay Award 2025. Okay. And a 3rd September ki news hai. And the founder of this is actually Educate Girls. Founder is Safina Hussain. Okay. And the job of this NGO is to actually educate unprivileged girls. Okay. Educate Girls is also called as Foundation to Educate Girls Globally. This is also you should be knowing. Okay. So this is an organization, Indian organization, whose groundbreaking work in addressing gender injustice in education in India's most rural and remote areas. So in rural and remote areas, this NGO, Educate Girls, actually help the underprivileged girls learn and educate. That is what you should be knowing. It's the first Indian organization to win Ramon Magsaysay Award. It was awarded. Yes, we have done it. It was established in 1957, but the first award was given in the year 1958. Now, so we have done with option B, but let's talk something about the other three options because these are also important, like Bachpan Bachao Andolan. So Bachpan Bachao Andolan is actually started by Mr. Kailash Satyarthi, and he got Nobel Peace Prize in 2014 along with Malala Yousafzai. Okay, so ये भी आपको पता होना चाहिए. Bachpan Bachao Andolan, he is actually a child rights activist. That is what you should be knowing. ये हो गया. Then we have Seva, Self-Employed Women's Association by Ela Bhatt. So Ela Bhatt was also given she's dead now. I mean, she died, I think, 2-3 years back, I think. So she actually promoted this Seva. It is a self-help group. It is to promote self-employment among females. Okay, among women, especially the poor women. 1972 Ela Bhatt, है ना? Okay, and एक और था लास्ट में, है ना? Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan. This is by Aruna Roy. And this Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan was helpful, very much instrumental in pressurizing the government to come up with RTI, Right to Education Act, Right to Information Act. Okay. Khair. Let's move on further. And Aruna Roy, we have done Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan. Let's move on to the next one, Illuminating Our Future, 67th Ramon Magsaysay Award. So basically, Foundation to Educate Girls Globally, this is the Indian NGO that has got the award. Then there are two other personalities, Shahina Ali from Maldives have got this, and Flaviano Antonio L. Villanueva from Philippines have got this. Okay, so these three personalities have got, two personality and one foundation has got. The founder, one NGO has got. Shahina Hussain is actually the founder, but the award has not been given to the lady, but to the entire organization. Okay, Educate Girls or Foundation to Educate Girls Globally. Okay, that is what you should know. Now let's talk something about this. So here is 31st August 2025, DSR Madam. We are announcing the Ramon Magsaysay Award by Ramon Magsaysay Award Foundation. Now, since 1958, they are distributing this award. And first one is Foundation to Educate Girls Globally, from India, also known as Educate Girls. The organization is being recognized for its commitment to address cultural stereotypes through the education of girls and young women, liberating them from bondage of illiteracy, infusing them with skills, etc. So basically, what this NGO does is the poor and the downtrodden, so the girls who are living in rural areas, they are not educated, so they actually go and educate them. That is the idea behind this. The second one is Shahina Ali. She is a lady from Maldives, and she has got the award also. So there are two people and one organization or one NGO has got, and that NGO is from India. So the second is Shahina Ali from Maldives. She is being recognized for her unwavering commitment to protecting the marine ecosystem of the Maldives. Okay. So for protecting marine ecosystem, she has been given this award. She is from Maldives. And the next one is Flaviano Antonio L. Villanueva from Philippines, for his lifelong mission to uphold the dignity of poor and oppressed, daily proving with unwavering faith. Okay, so this is India. This is Maldives, from where you will find Shahina Ali. And Flaviano Antonio L. Villanueva is from Philippines. Philippines is the country actually, along with Rockefeller Brother Fund, who give the award. So I hope this is very crystal clear. Now let's talk something about Educate Girls, the NGO. So it is being written here. So thoda sa hum log padhenge, zyada nahi. Its commitment to address cultural stereotyping through education of girls and young women, liberating them from bondage of illiteracy and infusing them with skills, courage, and agency to achieve their human potential. Okay, that is what you should know. Organization breaking barriers for India's daughters. Okay. And work actually in mobilizing entire community to identify, enroll, and support out of school girls. Out of school girls means those girls which could not get admission in the school, or even if they have got the admission, they are not going into the schools. And ensuring that girls and women in India's most marginalized and rural, and the most downtrodden, the most poor of them, should actually break the cycle of gender inequality. And they should also learn, they should be educated. Okay. And this organization has also established Team Balika, who got door to door to identify out of school girls and bring them into the classroom. Hai na? So what Team Balika does, Team Balika are a group of girls. They go to the door to door and ask them that please, if you are not in the school, let's come to the classroom. Hai na? So you have to convince those people, those girls who are actually from the poor background and they are not going into the school. So they are being convinced by the people of this NGO. Their parents are also being convinced that please send them to the schools. Okay. And of course, the parents also has to be taught that it is very important that your daughter should study, and that is also very important. So these are the things being talked about it. So Safina Hussain is the founder of that Educate Girls. Okay. So please remember her name also. Maybe they can ask about the name of the founder. Being the first Indian non-profit to receive this Ramon Magsaysay Award. So isko pad lijiyega, just have an idea. So their target is in the next decade, in the next 10 years, they should reach 10 million learners. Okay, now let's talk about earlier awards. So I'll be discussing some of the earlier awards. Basically, I have told you, now award is given in emergent leadership, but in this category, in these categories, like government service, public service, community leadership, journalism, literature, creative communication, arts, peace, and international understanding. Many Indians have also already got the awards in the past. So we will discuss a little bit about that. थोड़ा सा हम लोग past के बारे में जानते हैं. So let's start with the government service. ठीक है, पहले से start करते हैं. So government service है ना, इसमें देखो एक CD देशमुख साहब है. He had served as the first Indian RBI governor. First are Indian. So before that, I mean, there were white British people. So he had got in the government service. Similarly, in the next one category is public service. So let's talk about public service. In this category, Mr. JP Narayan got this. I'm sure you must have heard his name. 1974 JP movement was started by him. Okay. Then MS Subbu Lakshmi, Mani Bhai Desai, Baba Amte, these were also the personalities. Lakshmi Chanjan, Banu Jahangir, Koyaji, Mahesh Chandra Mehta. MC Mehta is very famous. He fought for environmental justice. He filed petitions after petitions in the Supreme Court after the Bhopal gas tragedy. Vishwanathan Shanta. So these are the personalities. Then in community leadership mein, Vinoba Bhave, very famous personality, instrumental in coming up with the idea of Bhudan movement. So he appealed to the landlords and the zamindars to donate some of the portion of their land to the poor, to the landless and the poor. Okay. So he started this journey from Pochampalli in Telangana. Okay. That is what you should be knowing. Then Mr. Verghese Kurien is also one of them in this category, community leadership category. He is considered as father of white revolution in India. So he brought Operation Flood. Operation Flood. Established, Amul, Anand Milk United Limited. Then similarly, Kamala Devi Chattopadhyay, MS Swaminathan, very famous father of Green Revolution in India. Very famous personality. Ira Bhatt, we have discussed. Seva, Self-Employed Women's Association, was established by her. And this NGO actually helps the women get self-employment. That is the idea behind this. Okay. Then these are not very important. Just have an idea. And Aruna Roy is there, who established MKSS, Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan, which was instrumental in ensuring that RTI should be brought by the parliament. Okay, Shanta Sinha and these personalities were there. Now let's talk about journalism, literature, and creative communication arts. In this category, the Indians that got were Amitabh Chaudhary and Satyajit Ray. है ना. क्रिएटिव आर्ट्स में आ जाएगा ना, कम्युनिकेशन आर्ट्स एक्सेट्रा, फिल्म्स. Satyajit Ray is very famous in film categories, है ना. Then let's talk if there is any famous personality. Yes, R.K. Lakshman, a very famous cartoonist. He also was given this award. And Arun Shourie, a very famous journalist turned politician, है ना, is also very famous. Then yes, Mr. P. Sainath is a very famous journalist. He also got the award. Then Mr. Ravi Shankar and others were also there. Ravi Shankar is a musician, sitar player. And then peace and international understanding. Mother Teresa, she was actually originally from Albania, but later on actually became an Indian citizen. Okay. Then the famous personalities are Lakshmi Narayan Ramdas also. Now let's talk about emergent leadership. That is from 2001 till present. Mr. Sandeep Pandey has got. I've told you this is the only section which we are available right now since 2001. And Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, very important. He got in 2006. At that time, he was an RTI activist. This also you should be knowing about. Then Nirima Mishra is there, but Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is very important. Then TM Krishna also got. Then I think. Now let's talk about there's one more category called as uncategorized. And this category is since 2009. So in this category, Deep Joshi was given. Then Harish Hande was given in India in 2011. Then Francis Kolande, and then the most important Anshu Gupta, and the most important one is Sonam Wangchuk is there. He was given in 2018. Okay, I'm sure you must be aware based on his life. I think 3 Idiots is their film. Then Mr. Ravish Kumar, the NDTV journalist at that time in 2019 was given the award under this category. Which category? Uncategorized. So that is what you should be knowing. Then Mr. Ravi Kannan was given in 2023. He is a very famous oncologist. Oncologist means the cancer doctor. He is from the state of Assam. And one more thing, in the year 2022, KK Shailja, the health minister of Kerala, was also awarded, but she refused to take the award politely because Ramon Magsaysay, the Philippines president, was anti-communist, it is said. And he had crushed the communist. And the KK Shailja was actually from the Communist Party of India, Kerala. And that is why she decided not to take the award. Okay, he was considered as anti-communist. He had suppressed communist revolution, etc. and all. That's why she said she is not going to take this. Okay. Now let's talk about one more prize that's called as Equator Prize. This was also in the news, and one Indian organization has got it. That's why I'm discussing it. Which of the following organization awards Equator Prize? So the answer is, what is the answer? If you know it, please answer me. The right answer is option C, United Nations Development Program. C is the right answer. Okay. So you can see it here. This is awarded by Equator Initiative within the UNDP. Okay. So selection criteria, you can read it. But UNDP, United Nations Development Program, announces this award. And why I'm discussing it? Because one Indian organization has got it. So many countries have got award, but there is one Indian organization called as Bibi Fatma Swa Sahay Sangh. A self-help group has got this award from Karnataka. Please remember it. This is very, very, very important. Hai na? This is a women-led initiative, supports over 5,000 farmers across 30 villages through millet-based multiple cropping and solar power processing, etc. So that is the idea. These are self-help group from the state of Karnataka. So naam yaad rakhiyega, Bibi Fatma Swa Sahay Sangh. Okay, that is what you should be knowing about. Hai na? UNDP Equator Initiative awarded, and this is from Tirth village in Karnataka. So Dharwad district of Karnataka, Kongdol Taluk, and Tirth village. Okay, this Bibi Fatma self-help group is there, which has been awarded this. So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to the channel, press the like button, share this video. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching.